Hello, Virgos, and welcome to your general September 2021 reading for the month. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more well-rounded perspective, and you can look at the description box below for links to my offerings for something that may be more specific to your personal situation, should you desire that. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We are starting out with the Two of Wands. So overall, I feel like we're coming into the month of September with an overall energy of a little bit of hermiting, like kind of staying hidden, staying in the shadows, staying away from the limelight, staying out of sight, out of anything that may draw attention to you, because you have been in the process of just sort of mulling over the information that you have been taking in regarding something that's going on in your life and trying to figure out how it may or may not apply to you and your decision for the future. So you're kind of coming up on possibly making some changes, and you just needed to separate yourself just a little bit to give yourself some time to think. But while you were doing this, you were also observing things as they unfolded around you, because you feel like all of this information is pertinent to your decision making. So you've not secluded yourself entirely. You haven't separated or isolated yourself from the situation entirely. You made sure that you have been close enough to still observe and still hear what you needed to hear, because you feel like it is just information that you need. It's important for you as you weigh whatever it is that you're facing, whatever it is that you feel like you may eventually make a choice or decision on. So this is what I'm feeling as you enter into the month of September, the energy that is there. We have next the Bruja, and I feel like this is kind of tapping into, some of you have already sought out external connections or information for clarification, and I feel a little bit of frustration because it didn't clarify things quite to the degree that you were hoping that it would. And ultimately I'm being told that one of the reasons why the clarification wasn't in its absolute was because of several different things, and this is a generalized reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But for some of you, it's because this is a decision that you have to work through, and you have to decipher every element on your own before you can make the decision, whatever the case may be. So this is an absolute personal accountability, responsibility sort of decision-making procedure or process or situation. And some of it was just you weren't ready for the information to be completely unfolded for you. You still had to work through some things before you could get the next packet of information. So this is why that particular connection that you received, whatever it was that you pursued and you received, one of the reasons why that you didn't get absolute clarification was because it wasn't time. Your guides, ancestors, deities, whoever it is that you work with and usually go to for connection, didn't feel like it was time for you to have the next packet of information. There was still much to be unpackaged, unwrapped regarding where you are right now before you could move on. The time for you to get further information is coming up soon, so you could pursue again if you want. But the truth is, for a great many of you, if not all of you, you will most likely come to this clarification on your own grounds. If you want validation through another means, you can definitely seek it. But the clarification that you have been seeking and a bit frustrated because you feel like it's being held or you're not getting it despite how much you've been requesting and doing the work to receive, it's going to unravel and be unpackaged for you. You'll be able to see it quite a little bit clearer. It's going to continue to come with more revelations in the near future. But essentially, it's just everything has its perfect, I don't want to say perfect timing, but essentially everything has its timing. And when you were pursuing before, it wasn't quite time yet. That time is unfolding. You'll get the information slowly but surely. And some of that clarification you'll just come to on your own. And again, if you decide you still want to seek clarification through another means, feel free to do that. But that which you've been seeking is going to start unfolding around you. Five of Pentacles is letting me know that essentially there's going to be a time in your near future you're going to have to buckle down to sort of Look at your reserves. Make sure that you are putting aside what you need to put aside for some hard knocks, potential, I don't want to say essentially hard times, but there's a little bit of a struggle that is coming your way. I feel like this is something you already know. You have seen this on the horizon, maybe while you were doing the prep work and the observation that you were doing. And so this feels like this is most likely a validation for you more than anything. That thing that you saw coming, this is validation that your insights was correct. Continue doing what you need to do to prep for it, for self-preservation, self-protection, and do what you need to do, both on a physical and a spiritual plane, is what that card is bringing through loud and clear. We're coming to a close with the Imperfect Beauty card, and I feel this is tapping into letting you know sometimes these sorts of things seem to be tough and rough and what have you, but if you hold your ground and you find your means of stability and you keep tight hold on your stability, you'll be able to get through this. The whole eye of the storm sort of energy. You'll be able to get through this, and when you get to the other side, the clarification and the understanding, the comprehension, and then the doors that'll be open as a result of it. Things are going to come to clear. You're going to understand it more when you get to the other side of this. And overall, I feel like this is something you already know. You already know that this is what you have been preparing for, what you've kind of had a sense was coming, and you've also had a sense of what the end result was going to be. So a lot of this feels like validation, a confirmation, but I also feel like you've been experiencing, and a lot of the work that you've been doing for yourself and a lot of the external, any whatever messaging that you've been seeking externally has been continual validation and confirmation, which is frustrating because you've been seeking for more than validation and confirmation. But allow the validation, the confirmation that you're receiving once again to be something to let you know that you are on the right track. Your connection and your intuition is correct. All the things that you have felt guided to do as far as protecting yourself, as far as self-preservation is concerned, as far as observation is concerned, as far as knowing when to make the decisions that you're supposed to be making, you've been correct on all of this. So allow that to be something that encourages you to know that you've been on the right track, you've been getting the correct guidance, and all of that can continue to help you as you move through whatever this is and get into whatever is going to come after this that you see is coming, that you see that you're working towards, whatever that is for you personally. All right, that is all I have for you for the month of September. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising, Virgo. And if you would like to get something done for yourself that's a bit more personal to you and your situation, feel free to check out the link box below for my links. Other than that, I hope September is a beautiful month for you, and I will see you in a future video.